So this is what the current engine bay is looking like right now. So what happened was I had the entire intake system, a little gap right here, had like a big old giant insert, came up about 2 inches. You can see where it went to. Took all that out. Had like a little intake filter right here, took that out. Another one here that went under the cover, took that out. Giant box that went all through here. It was screwed on through, I think it was this bolt actually. This one and probably that bottom one. I don't really remember, but this whole box came out pretty easy, not too bad. Same thing with this, I took it off. Some of the clips are missing, that's why you see some of these holes, but don't really matter. I have some more clips, so these look different. Some of them I put on because the car was missing a lot. So basically what I did was I went to O'Reilly's and picked myself up an intake. It was about 50-60 bucks, and it's like a 4-inch inlet, and it fit perfect. Put a little zip tie on it because it does stay a little loose. This thing has nothing holding it down besides the strap that goes to the throttle body, literally right there. You see that strap? That's the only thing holding this thing up, besides obviously there's a hose right here, but that's not really gonna help. So put the strap on and it helps on really good right there. That's all it goes, that's the whole move. But as I've seen, since it's not a turbo car or nothing, there's no true pressure in there. So every time you let off the throttle or something, it just starts banging up. I don't have that issue in this car. My Elantra had that when I put the whole intake and had some bolts loose. I would have that issue, but this one doesn't move at all. So it's pretty perfect. Nothing really I can complain about on it. And as a whole, full refresh on the car. If you guys haven't seen it in a while, here's how she's doing. The light right here is a little loose. You see that black stripe right there? Someone hit it. Apparently, I went to a parking lot, left it, went in the store, came up with something new. Rims still the same, 235 50s by 18s in the front. If you guys hear a lot of wind on the phone, it's just really windy right now outside. It's about to rain in a couple days, or by today, if even that. 295. I think it's a 40. Yeah, 295, 40, 18s in the back. Big difference from a 40 sidewall to a 50, but being a 295, it makes up for it. And this one being a 235, it, you know, they have their differences. Pops out just a little bit, just enough to please me. Don't care what anyone else thinks. The fitment was personal preference. These are just stock size, the 235 50s. Going with the huge width on the tire. It also lifts up the sidewall because it's a whole different type of profile, whole different measurement. Once you go up to a wider tire, the sidewall, you know, it don't have to be that tall anymore. And you can see like a little bit of a touch up that it needs right here. Need to get that redone, maybe sand it down and then restore it back. I think it's just a clear fading away from the last owner or something, the way he had it parked somewhere. But yeah, see the big old tires pop out from the, get you guys a cold start in a quick minute. Showing you guys the quick whip. Tune's still there. Floor pedal still there. Car is still dirty. Need to get it cleaned up. But yeah, loving it, loving it. Just the only issue I still have is the transmission starts to slip. When it really heats up, it's random. It has its days. Third gear and fifth gear is the one that most have the problems, but rest is fine. And then I got these covers on them, zip tied as well. This one's zip tied because it's a smaller hole. This one just fits perfect. Slightly bigger hole on this one than that one. there is one thing though. Turns off the majority of the time, but the check engine does turn on. I'm assuming it's from the roar pedal, because let me give you guys my opinion. So when I start messing with it and start throwing it in eco mode or race mode or whatever, sport mode, it turns on my check engine literally by the next day when I really mess with it. So what I've been doing is just leaving it in normal mode. I've been leaving it in normal mode this whole time, and it was off for a minute, I'm not gonna lie. So far with the setup, having it on and everything, I had the roar pedal and the tune on for about 2 or 3 months now. Zero issues whatsoever. Starting on, the way the engine sounds, the way it performs, everything is perfectly fine. Like I said, the only issue is that transmission with the 3rd gear and 5th gear. They do slightly slip when the transmission gets really hot. I do have a 3-year warranty for the car, so I'm not really too scared about it. I only have 1 year ownership with the car, so hopefully I do a 1-year review on the vehicle. Still got the Dragy right here. Did some runs, not too excited about that. The results weren't as good as I thought, but I don't know, maybe one day I'll show you guys the numbers, maybe not, maybe I'll redo them. But they were like in the low 5s, and I'm still not excited about that. I'm trying to get 4s, but you know how it is. The Arizona heat and then these tires still slip, surprisingly, 295s. But yeah, I paid $700 for the last tires. They were ass, the P0s, and now I paid $550 for these. These are really good Anitos. They literally perform this almost the same, but just this one's a wider size, cheaper, and the other one was a stickier tire, but a 275 by Pirelli P0s. These, I'm not gonna lie, do way better. All slipping in 1st, 2nd, 3rd gear, all that, and the other tires. These only slip fractionally in 2nd gear, very rare. Almost never actually. 1st gear slips. That's why my digs are not as good. But yeah, so probably show you guys some numbers soon. But it's check engine, I don't know. Could be also the tune that I mentioned that I have in the car, the GAN tuning. Could be also that. I had it off for a while at one point when I first got it. But like I said to people on the comments and everything that have been wanting to see the car, the intake and everything, the check engine only is from these 2 things. I just don't understand which one is doing it. So yeah, so nothing too special. You know what I'm saying? She is what she is, 5.0 Jenny. She cool, loving it. But I mostly made this video because I feel like I do all those people that took out the Genesis badging right here. Still need to clean that up though, the glue from the sticking of the letters. Left the 5.0 badge, of course. Tires looking sick. But yeah, just made this video just to clarify with those people that want to know how I did the whole intake system on, and how I got the exhaust sound that I got right now. And then still has the X pipe on it though. Got the tune on it. Got the check engine eye on it. The roar pedal on it. Don't know why the check engine goes back on and off. Like it literally stays off half the week and it's on half the week. I don't know. At first I thought it was the roar pedal because I stopped messing with it. Literally I have like 3-4 days not messing with it now, and it still came back on. So could be the tune. Like I said though, none of them leave a trace regardless. It's a traceless tune and a traceless roar pedal, which is, the roar pedal is not a tune. It just intercepts the wire that goes to your gas pedal. So yeah, that's the update for y'all, especially the ones that are true to the channel. And I'm gonna try to come up with something soon. I'm building sub boxes right now for a side profit, and then we'll see what's the next move on this whip. But I do want to do a lot of minor stuff because it does have like paint, this and that, and a third, clear coat spots, you know what I'm saying, like ball spots. I want to get it all cleared up, get a whole full well done like touch-up job on it. Have a homie that does car washes and everything for a living, and he's getting more and more practice on the hand unit to get the job done. Maybe I'd have something out, I don't know. I did coat the rims. These are aftermarket rims, I haven't said that. These are 8.5 by 18s, front and back the same. And then the offset, I believe, is 35, plus 35. It did have issues rubbing with the caliper, but what I did was I put that 5mm spacer right there, and I was clear. The rears are perfect. There's no issues with the rears. It's just the fronts. The caliper is bigger in the front than the back. So is the discs. Pretty big disc on it. Literally almost matches the rim right there. The size. I don't know. The rims will be coated black though. I'm going with the black coat, all 4 rims. I'm gonna do a high gloss black. I don't know, my homie's been telling me it'll give it a better look, but we're gonna see, you know what I'm saying? Gotta take everything step by step. So yeah, so that's it, guys. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments. Hit me up, I will answer back. And if you have any questions on what I did or what I'm gonna do, or if you have some ideas of what I could do, let me know. And I'm really trying to get back at this and really have more fun with this car, because this car is a blast. And for the price I got it, there's no denying there's a lot of fun that comes with it. So it's getting more and more rare to find this Jenny. So yeah, I love you guys. Stay tuned and stay safe out there. Peace.